what I hear you saying is when we let the people closest to the material that they are using day in and day out, that's really an unlocking piece for the entirety of the organization because in most complex things like an organization is there's no hero in an organization. You can't no one person could possibly hold everything, do everything, know everything. So it sounds like that's the ultimate kind of acknowledgement of no one can know everything. And so we have to coalesce and be together in this in order for us to collectively know.
Right. It's this sort of interesting, it's a kind of, it's an interesting take on collaboration, right? When I had a very interesting experience in my career, I spent a bunch of years working on Wall Street. And one of the things that I discovered early on was that the part of my work as a designer was to sit down next to users and observe them doing their job and talk to them about their job. And when I started doing this, I was working in a company that we were brokerage for institutional stock traders. So the people that we were working with were traders who were trading huge volumes of stock. And all these people speak English, but they don't speak English that you understand or that I understand. They speak English that they understand. And so the like professional jargon that of their world is opaque if you're not like deeply immersed in it. And so my first couple of like user visits and interviews, I really felt like I was missing half the story. I was sitting with these people and they were talking to me and they were open and engaged and willing to tell me the story. And I just couldn't understand 50% of what they were saying. And so I started bringing out with me on these visits, I started bringing out product managers and in this organization, these were people who had been traders or been in adjacent positions and who had that knowledge and point of view. And they didn't know anything about design. They didn't understand why I was asking the questions I was asking. But the two of us were a really powerful interview team. And we could go back and forth and they would ask questions and I'd be like, oh man, that's a great question. But it never would have occurred to me to ask that question. And it would unlock stuff that was valuable for the two of us in a way that, so it's not just like having access, like at some level of the organization. It's also like bringing the right points of view together at each level in the organization.